Hello everybody, it's Jay Brereton here again with another episode of Dominions 5. Let's see what's happening. So our research and conjuration is completed, so we're all the way up to 5. We're now going up Thaumaturgy. As said, go to 6, get with the bones, and see what we can do at that point. We're losing some crippled units. Kalos is clearly dead, because we can't go to that commander, so that's bad news. No thanks to Rid, so that's up above Lemuria, I think. And Rid, yeah, okay, it's the Rid, I believe, is the province where we're building the palisade. So there's battle in Northangs, took out some dispossessed spirits, lost the province overall though. Battle in Dragon Point, where we didn't clear it off, okay. So they have continued to be mainly just using troop-based armies. I don't know if they don't have any labs or if they're just being slack or whatever. So that fort, that means, is going to be coming down pretty fast. And a battle at Flower Meadow Forest, where we got defeated, so they must have moved a fair amount of stuff in. Okay, so what do we kill? A lot of Hastati, Principes, Standards and Velites. Okay, we lost a lot of Iron Hail Archers. How are we doing? 6 or 7 made it back. Let's have a look. So we keep on firing. Okay. Yeesh. Change to Lemuria. Okay, so there's a number of changes to Lemuria that are benefiting Lemuria at the moment, right? So, for one thing, you have the issue where their weapons no longer MR negates entirely, right? So you have a Spectral Spear, does 13 or halves if you pass an MR roll. So that's a big change, because Prot of 10 versus piercing attack of, let's call it 7, basically 50-50 chance to take any damage, which is quite a big and marked diminishment of how much damage we're going to do. Another thing that's doing my head in, that is still continuing to this day, is how a bunch of our mechanics that should be working aren't. So you have, this is the post-release version now, this is version 5.03 I think. It's 5.03, 5.04, one of the two. They're releasing updates thick and fast, but okay, for example, dispossessed spirits, right, have a length 0 weapon. They are still getting repel damage negated by ethereality, even when the magic weapons are hitting them. Another thing that's happening, that's doing my crust in, is that ranged attacks from Iron Hail Archers are not necessarily damaging things that are ethereal. So they should be, because the units are tagged with magic weapons. So these composite bows should be doing magic damage, should always be doing damage. Instead, let's see if we can get it to show. Sorry, there's so many rolls going on that it's actually quite hard to isolate when they're not working. Basically, they are cancelling a number of attacks that they should not be, because the mechanic just isn't working right. So either it is working right in the eyes of Illwinter and they need to change the description so that magic, basically multiple weapon blessers including magic weapons, more or less is doing one damage type or the other, because I think that would partially explain it if composite bows were doing either solar rather, or magic weapons, or having some 50% roll at either or both or whatever. But yeah, also it appears to just not be working on range at the moment, which is just annoying, because there would certainly be a lot less ghosts. Although, to be fair, that's quite a lot of Solus following that up. But also, to be fair, I mean, Solus, they're not that great in combat. I mean, they're good because Lemuria has a very powerful ability to buff them, but they're not that special. So, right, did we at the very least give this guy a good affliction? No, he's got a chest wound. He's probably going to make it out as well. Yeesh. Right. How are we doing? A lot of repels. A lot of repels. So, as soon as the Lemurians, that's the other thing, as soon as Lemurians cast all their unholy power stuff, and these guys are up to like an insane bonus because it's they're up to 22, they repel a lot of length 1 attacks, so yeah. Did we even get him in the end? No, probably not. I think they're about to run away. Unfortunate. Never bloody mind. Right, let's try and regather our strength here. So they only have 30 guys left. Most of their velites are either dead or I believe they all ran away. So on the fort itself, there's not going to be all that much bringing it down. So we have a little bit of a time space. And the other things, we've got both Ferris, who is a new source of anti-magic, and also potentially crystal shields, which would help us quite a lot because they would mean we could give it to an F1 mage, get them to then cast Phoenix Power and then Flaming Arrows. So that'd be another way to help ourselves against the ghosts. And also they're just a useful caster. I'm surprised we got them considering we only bid a few points over, but anyway. So what happened? New Springs, population, big population fall. Same happened in Marshlands as well. Bad news in both circumstances. They will be presumably moving all this stuff back onto there. On the positive side, we still have a relatively large and intact military force over here. It's not a huge amount of guys, but it's certainly enough to probably hold the province for at least a little while. The palisade is going up, so you might as well search it. Let's get a temple out there, see if we can make the necessary economies to do that. And this is just a problem that we need to work out somehow. Is that a direwolf pelt? No, ranger's cloak. Good. Yeah, I'm glad he hasn't got any defense. Right, let's go back into here and try and take this out because we want the silver mine, ideally at least. Right. So ugly situation we're in. Okay, so how are we doing for gems? We need to scrape up some pearls somehow. That's the best way to do that. To be fair, we are a fair amount short if we're looking for a crystal shield. We are a few short. So right. How are we doing? Is it 10:15? Yeah. So we need to find over the next couple of turns. Well, he's still going to be in our possession. We're going to accrue the other 2 earth gems, or at least hopefully we will. And then following on from that, we just got to convert a bunch of pearls, I think. Question is whether we try and search anywhere for astral, or if we just bite the bullet and convert 24 gems of another kind. So we're not really using water at the moment. I would love to keep more air gems, but it's getting to the point where we just need to spend them, I think. And death gems, again, similar position. We need those late because we really want to be casting with as many Death 2 mages as possible with the bones, although to be fair, how many Death 2 mages do we even have at this point? Maybe 1? Yeah, we've got 1. With hopefully more incoming, but still. Yeah, so we need to fix this whole situation we're in. So no, Don't go anywhere, just patrol for God's sake. Okay, so, temple. Get a temple up. Sorry if I seem scatterbrained, I'm just trying to work out a way out of this whole situation, because it's not a great one for us at the moment. So these, I think we could hopefully at least fend off an attack from all these distressed spirits and so on. After that, I think we're just going to try and push down through. Just trying to think of a way to gain some supply. What on earth are the Hornets? The Hornets seem, I believe they're a new mercenary company. Maybe crossbows, I'm not entirely sure. It's the kind of thing, you know, if you have Dante's stingers, what's the thing that stings a Hornet? Which is a little bit stingier than a spear. So, yes, I suspect some kind of crossbow or spearman base force. Right. I think these guys are going to come up and do the curtain wall, but they may just attack into this cave. We will find out when we find out. Why were they both patrolling? They've got a patrol malice. Anyway, right. So, 150 units. What are they? A spectral Astarte. Okay. We really need a mage with fire. Ferrous the Iron Wizard can roll it, or adapt to the Iron Order, so he can be, I believe, at least, F1, E2, S2, E3, S2, I think. You can roll air, but I'm not entirely 100% sure on that, and then also E2, S3. It's got relatively useful equipment, so the Amulet of Anti-Magic is neither here nor there really, but True Shot Longbow is going to be somewhat helpful in that it can, it has enough ammunition on it that you can probably set him to cast a couple of spells and then just fire rear, and he probably won't fatigue out or burn additional gems when there was no real need. So in that respect that's quite useful. Yeah, we really need all kinds of stuff all at once, which our economy is not really in place to do. So, over here, down to 100. Can we make any economies? Maybe. 120, I think, is enough to bring it down to get a Harab Seraph, so gonna have to do that, I think, and then just hope he rolls F. It's an unfortunate loss over here, to be fair. So, right. Other than that, I guess may as well get Ferrous casting anti-magic straight from the off. Once we get a Harab Seraph, we can then start to move out, hopefully protect this. Although the wall integrity is about to fail, we've still got one more turn, which is effectively 2, so we do have a little bit of time to react. If we can take this, it's also going to hopefully at least prevent them reinforcing from over here. With that in mind, they may just go into this province, but certainly a better idea to give it a go than just give up, basically. So that's thinking behind that. Got over here. Okay, so it's just some infantry and so on over here. They may attack into Olontova with some of the force in here as well. That's certainly a possibility. So we're just going to have to see what's going on. I think maybe we're just going to ping it. Because then if they leave just one ghost on their own, it'll give it hold one turn and then retreat. It'll give it time to dissolve or run away, and then we should get the province back. So that's the thinking there. And Raven Lords can sneak out, so I think I'm going to sneak out and gather the troops out from Olontova as well. Or maybe we could even go back to the capital and gather some of the spy on archers and so on that way. Right, got 2 guys here. May as well keep 1 there, and then move the other one to under mountain. Just try and keep a wary-ish eye on what's going on. And I think that's going to be more or less my turn. Fairly rapidly degrading, but yeah, we may be able to make a push out in a couple of turns, so that'll be nice to see. Anyway, until then, see you soon, and goodbye.